Good morning.
Good morning, Frank.
Good morning. Now, y'all act like you're a throng, okay? Like there's hundreds. All right, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so in the next few minutes, I'm just going to share with you some specific procedures, techniques on how to build search engine optimized landing pages on your enhanced Homes.com Leadstreet website. How many of you have one of those things?
I have more than that.
You have what? You have the super enhanced version?
I just have a bit of a customized site. But it works with all the same backend.
Oh, you did? Did you pay to have them build a custom site for you? Whew, I want to see it. Okay.
Oh, well, it just aligns with what I...
Okay, so there's a few elements that we're going to put on our pages this morning, and I'm going to invite you to actually build a page. Andrew, do you have a laptop accessible to you?
I can go get one.
Why don't you? Because that way you'll actually, by the end of class, you'll have one. And we're going to put a few critical features on these landing pages. One would be a video hosted on YouTube. And if you don't have one, we're going to find one for you. Now, you may not keep it. You may replace it with something better, but we're going to go through the process. Two, we're going to put a neighborhood report on the page,
Okay.
showing crime statistics, nearby schools, average sale prices, and so forth. And we will put a link on the page to a featured search. So for example, you could say, click here to see all homes currently for sale in this city or this neighborhood. Okay? Sound exciting?
Yeah. Totally.
Okay.
But go slow.
Go slow. So I'm actually going to hit pause so we can wait for Andrew. I don't think this thing has a pause button. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is build a custom navigation button on your website. So once you log into Main Street, select Max Center, log into Max Center, then you're going to select apps. I'm presuming you all know how to do all this so far, okay? So that's where we're at right now on the screen. We're at the apps menu, and we're going to go to website. Very specific. In fact, just click the icon for website. Even though they have some hot links underneath each of these apps, if you click on the icon, you get more links, more options. So we're going to select that icon, and now we're going to go to Menu Builder, which was one of the links right there on the page. But I want you to look to the right-hand side of the screen. You'll see under Advanced Settings, there's a whole bunch of stuff here that was not on the shortcut menu. And that's very important because we're going to come back to that when we're building our neighborhood report. Okay? So go ahead and select Menu Builder. See, now we really do have a crowd. We had to fake crowd noise before everybody got here.
I don't know about everybody else, but the traffic was pretty bad.
It's really
Yeah,
bad.
the traffic was terrible today. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I'll slow down for just a minute. Go ahead and get if you have an enhanced website, you need to get it open. If you do not have an enhanced website, just watch. Okay? So we're at Menu Builder. I'm going to add a custom category, and I'm going to encourage all of you to do that as well, who have an enhanced site. And we do it right at the top of the page, where it says, conveniently enough, add new top level item. Now, for demonstration purposes today, I'm actually going to suggest what you add. And then you can change this or do whatever you want. And I'm going to suggest that you add cities. So here we go. Item caption is going to be cities. And we will explain later why that is important. Okay? It wants to link to a page. By default, it goes to About Me. That's not where we want it to go, but don't worry about that for now. Just leave it like it is, and select Save Item. So now, if you will look at my menu, what has been added right at the bottom? There is a new top-level navigation button labeled Cities. Now, what does that mean? I'm going to click View My Website so you can see what we just did.
Sorry, what was that last step?
Cities.
Yeah, you added cities, hit save, and then,
View My Website.
okay.
I just wanted to show you what we did. See right here?
Oh, I see, okay.
Cities. This is your top-level navigation bar, and with the enhanced site you have the ability to build new navigation options. So we just added cities. So I'm going to close this, and now we are going to go back to apps. Was that a question?
I clicked out.
You broke
I'm
it?
sorry, I did, apparently. I have to go back. I'll get there.
Okay. So now we're back to the apps menu. Under website, again, this time select pages. And conveniently enough, they have given us a button right at the top of the page in blue that says Add New Page. So I want you to select that. Page name. Now just think of a city where you would like to sell homes. Okay. Now, don't feel limited because you can create hundreds of these pages. Okay. So, the Woodlands, of course, is not technically a city. I think it will work for these purposes, but just to be triply sure, I'm going to choose Conroe. Okay? You choose whatever city you want. And I'm going to save it. I get a little affirmation message, page successfully added. See? That was fairly easy, wasn't it?
Mine didn't do it.
You didn't do that successfully?
No,
Yours is broken.
apparently.
Did I go too fast?
I guess so, Frank. I followed every step. Maybe it's because mine's a more than enhanced site. I don't know.
Super site.
Yeah.
Okay, I know
Oh,
you
now
can't
it's
see this,
weird.
but right in the middle of my page menu now, look, there's Conroe. That's what I did. I just now created it, and there it showed up. Now, you'll see if you follow it over on Conroe, it says add. A red add is there. That means that page is not on my website yet. I've created it, but it's in the back end. And if I want it to actually appear on my website, I have to hit add. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll hit add. Now it's asking me where I want it to go. I'm going to add it to what top level item?
Cities.
Cities, I love that. You see, there we go. So I'm going to hit the drop down menu, add to top level item. It will give me all the top level item options.
What do you do if it doesn't? My
Yeah.
goodness.
See, that's what you get for buying those fancy things.
Keep it simple.
I'm going to cities, I'm adding cities. Is yours just not working like ours does?
Well, it's not giving me cities. Oh, I have to go for it in a different way. I've got it.
But you found it,
Yeah,
okay.
it didn't work quite like you.
So you'll see that now my add button has disappeared. That means it's on the site. Oh, but how do we know for sure? This is the part you missed last time, Rosemary. Pay close attention.
View.
I'm going to come up here and click View My Website. Okay, there is the navigation button, Cities, and look underneath, right there, Conroe.
Awesome.
So let's just see what it's got. We're going to select it, and it's blank, right? Because we haven't put any content in there. So, I'm going to close this. We're going to go back to the Apps menu, and we're going to start building some content. And now, I'm going to take you to the Neighborhood Envoy app. You see that here? And we are going to select, go ahead and click on the icon next to it. Again, this is where you get more options. And we will go to, we'll just create a neighborhood report right here. And just type in what neighborhood report we're going to create. Now let me just do a little disclaimer. This is a very bad name for what the tool is, because you cannot actually create a neighborhood report. And I had this discussion with the folks at the Homes.com booth in Galveston this week and expressed my frustration about that. It should be called the city and/or zip code report,
Oh, no.
because that's the only thing you can do with it. You can't actually do a neighborhood report. So that's why when I created the top level navigation button, I called it cities. I could also have called it zip codes. Okay? So now I'm going to create a report, and I'm going to call this one Conroe. And click the start button. So now we have some features that are very similar to what we experience when we do a property search on the MLS. So it has located Conroe for me on the map. I'm fine with that. It's in the right place. I am now, by the way, on this neighborhood envoy report, you can select multiple cities or multiple zip codes, or even put in multiple specific property addresses, and it will create these side-by-side parallel reports. So if you want to do this for a specific client and email this report to somebody moving here, and you want to compare Conroe, the Woodlands, Spring, and Cypress, you could do it side by side. What we're doing today is building a landing page. We're not sending an email report to a consumer, so we're just going to leave it at one city. So we're going to go to Properties, and it has pulled up sold data for the city of Conroe going back 6 months. You'll see it starts right here. Now it's more than sold data, but it says it has only picked up 10 items. I don't really know why that's the case, but we're just going to accept it for the moment. We're going to go to the next button, which says Customize. We're just going right across the top. And here, we can customize the look of this report on the first page. That's what this is. So again, if you were emailing this to a client, you could put a property photo there, you could put a photo of yourself. Since this is Conroe, I'm going to pull a photo of Conroe and put it in here. Conroe TX.
Okay, hold on. Now you're going way too fast.
Well, I just opened another browser window on my computer and went to Google Images and selected Conroe. Okay. Let's see, what do I want to do? I'm just going to choose this one for now. We could probably do better. But it shows approximately where Conroe is in the state of Texas. I'm going to save that image to my desktop. Okay, I'm going back to Neighborhood Envoy. I'm going to click the pencil icon. You'll see in every one of these major headings there's a pencil icon to the right. If you select that, it allows you to edit the section. So here, I'm going to upload a photo. I'm going to choose the file right to my desktop. There it is. Looks like it's got it. And so we'll close it. Did it actually get it?
You didn't hit upload image.
Oh, okay, here we go. So I have to, I'm sorry, step 2, I went right past that, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Upload. Tiny print. Whew. Okay, upload image, we did that, it's there. Am I done now?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, there, sure enough, there it is. So, I'm gonna put this information about Conroe, Texas. So I'm just giving it a title. I'm not gonna say who it's prepared for because this is not for an individual. There is no subject property. Again, if this was for an individual and I was showing them a home in Conroe and then all the demographic information about the city in which this property is located, I could put the property in there. So these reports do double or triple duty. There's various things you can do with them. And then I can put in remarks. If you have any questions about the city of Conroe or its homes, please contact me. I'm here to help. There we go. And click OK. There we go. See? So now we've got a little customized report here. And unfortunately, it put in some of those default headings, which I'm not happy about. So I'm going to go back real quick and hit Customize, knowing that the 4 is going to be there. Oh, I need to hit the Edit button. It's prepared for, I'm just going to say buyers and sellers, so it has something in there and doesn't look awkward.
But it just pulled up sold, so we want add text too, right?
Yeah, I think we're going to have the ability to change that in a moment.
Okay.
Okay? So I took out the city Conroe, and see, this looks much better. Okay, information about Conroe, Texas for buyers and sellers. Okay? All right. So let's edit, to your point, Rosemarie, under properties. There is a pencil icon. So let's go ahead and do that. Are you able to do this along with us, Marcia?
Yeah, for the most part.
Okay.
And you're just doing the enhanced website for $40,
Correct.
right?
Correct. Yes.
And she's doing the other one with, it's like $99 a
N-
month, is that?
No, they built a custom.
Oh, yours is completely different.
They have an option, I don't know what you paid, don't tell us, but it's about $500. And they'll go in and build you a custom look and feel on your homepage, so it looks like nobody else's.
They have multiple options
Yeah.
around that and multiple pricings.
Right.
Oh, okay,
Around it.
okay.
Yep.
Cause they just throw a bunch of stuff out when you call,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I don't know what is really
and I think
beneficial.
some of them are really good and some of them are
Okay.
not as,
Okay,
so if you don't like who you're working with, call and get another one.
okay.
So it says here, this is our default, the sold properties shown are used in the neighborhood report to generate the recent home sales and home sales pricing pattern pages. If no sold properties are selected, those, it goes off the page, use the controls to the left to change selections. So that's what we're gonna do. The controls are not to the left, but we're gonna come up here and click on status, which is in the gray navigation bar at the top. Come on. Okay,
We need a step-by-step instruction sheet, Frank.
you're getting one right now.
Like, who's gonna remember all of this later, right?
Thus,
We're gonna
Okay,
post
well-
that today?
what I am teaching you is not in any step-by-step instruction manual.
Yeah,
And I will tell you that with certainty because I've gone through every step-by-step instruction manual published on eCare or provided by homes.com. And they're very, I've even watched their videos, and their videos are like 2 or 3 minutes long, and they give you this 40,000 foot overview. They don't actually show you what to click or how to do it.
Oh.
That's why I end up on the phone with these people all the time. So I'm going to scroll down. Oops. Pull that map down. I want that Conroe right in the middle. There we go.
you clicked on status?
I clicked on the map accidentally trying to scroll down. Oh, yes. Under Customize, under Properties, I clicked on Status, and it didn't let me change anything. I'm going to click Status right here, instead of hitting the edit button and see if that changes anything. It does. I'm clicking status right here. So I'm going to go back one more time, and I'm going to hit the edit button. And I'm going to hit this time this select all up here and see if that gives me additional options. And it does not appear to be working.
I have a question, Frank. So when I keep thinking of how we used to set up our landing pages.
Yes,
So will this link, because I just saw a tab that said import from MLS,
that's what I just clicked.
and because last time, it would just link, and so it automatically would update with any new listings on your landing page.
The capabilities of these pages are not quite that robust. I'm going to show you how to do that in a few minutes, but it will not be as cool as the old one where the actual active properties show up with photos and property description. Not quite. But anyway, I promise I will show you that.
Okay.
Okay?
What are you trying to do now?
What I'm trying to do, it's showing us 10 sold properties in Conroe as a basis for establishing some average values. I want it to show us homes that are active for sale on the market. And I should be able to adjust that under the editing tab and select status active. And I've been through this same process building a featured search recently, and it worked. So I'm not sure why it's not working now. But I don't want to get bogged down on it too much. I will get that figured out and find out if I'm doing something wrong or if for some reason there's a glitch in the system. But for now, I just want to continue through. So we've customized the report, a little bit. We're going to go to publish. Well, I'm sorry, before we get away, let me show you down here. Other options. Neighborhood definition, they're using census block instead of census tract. Census blocks are typically about 400 homes. Census blocks or census tracts are usually about 1,000, so this is a little bit narrower search. Weather station, Conroe, public schools, private schools. There are additional parts of this report that can be added or deleted. So I'm just on page 1. If I go to page 2, it's showing me pretty much the same information. I'm going to go all the way to page 4 and same information. So I will show you how to edit those in a moment. Let's go to publish, top level navigation button, and here you actually see the different reports. When I was just clicking 1, 2, 3, 4, this is what I was trying to pull up. But here you can customize. The 1-minute reports are really sub-reports, but say you only want to send a client or publish to your website something about schools, or a city overview, or a CMA, you can just click one of these sub-reports. Or you can go to the bottom and hit all, and it will give you everything. Or under my report, by default, it will give you everything. And so, well, actually, default is client destination. I'm going to come down and select all. So that will give us everything that's possible. So here we're also going to select the design of the report that shows up. There's 19 different design themes. All that means is the look and feel of the report. Is it going to show tennis courts on the top of the page or golf courses? If the particular city you're featuring is known for something, like Conroe would be lakes, right? Let's see if they have a lake theme.
We're still doing this for the page?
Yes,
Is that what we're doing?
believe it or not, we're building content for our City of Conroe page. So there's a winter, spring, architectural, tennis, autumn. See if I can go a little slower. Autumn 2, classic, family, for sale. Well, Conroe's got a lot of golf courses, so I'm going to choose a golf theme. And now that I have it highlighted right here in the front, it will select that theme for me. Oh, here, okay, and there's a drop-down menu where if I just want to scroll through the ones that are available. So architectural, autumn, classic, family, for sale, golf, hometown, modern, patriotic, Remax, rooftop, sell state, that's a glitch. That's a competing brokerage. It's not in Texas, but nevertheless. Tennis, winter, spring. I'm going to select Remax actually. Now, property layout, if I want 2 charts per page, I can do that, and I do. I don't want 1 chart, because that would just make this report way too long. Now I come over to publishing options. I can print the report if I want to give a hard copy to a client. I can email the report if I've created this for a specific client, and I would do that if I was really focused on a property address, and I wanted to show the city characteristics that it's in. But in our case, we're going to select the 3rd option, which is post report to web. Once you do that, hit run report, and then it gives you the options. You can send the report and return to dashboard or wait for it. I'm going to have it sent to me. So it's going to email me this report. And it may take a few minutes, so that's why I'm not going to sit here and wait in class. But it will show up before we're done, and then I will show you exactly how we're going to use it on our landing page. So if I forget, remind me, we have a City of Conroe neighborhood report, and we'll pick it up. So let's go back. We're going to continue building content for this page. That report, once it's done, is going to go on the page.
Will it automatically go on the page?
No.
You have to put it in there.
Yes.
After it's sent to you.
And there are no written instructions on how to do that. That's why I'm going to show you.
Okay.
Okay? That was one of my big ahas this morning. You got here too late for me to say. I learned 2 things this morning that are very important to this process. And I've never actually done them. We're going to do it for the first time in class, but I know how to do it, so I will show you. So here we go to apps. Again, we're building content. We've already created our report, so we'll have that at some point to add it. Now we're going to create a featured search. So we're going to go to the listings section in the apps. On my page, it's upper right. Let's just select the icon. It'll give us all the options. And it shows you your current, those are my current listings, not featured searches. But one of the navigation options on the left is featured searches. Before we go there, I'm going to click advanced settings just to see. Okay, so let's select featured searches. If it sounds like I'm slurring my words, I got a new set of Invisaligns yesterday, so I am slurring a little bit, but that's why. I'm not in convention recovery mode, I promise.
How did
Yes.
you get to featured searches again?
Under the listings app, there is a quick link icon to featured searches. You see that?
Yeah, I went up too far.
Okay. So here are all the featured searches that are currently on your website. You have a bunch by default. And then you can see I've created a few here myself: Oak Forest, Windsor Hills, Willow Creek Estates. But we're going to select this button, and I want you to do it with me if you're following along. Add new featured search. And this, again, operates very much like the MLS. So we're going to give the search a name. I'm going to call this Homes for Sale. Conroe, Texas. It's not going to give me that much room. So we're just going to call it Conroe, Texas. There we go. Search type, featured community, display to public. I'm good with all that. Do I want to show the headline? Yes. Show images? Yes. Show property list? Yes. So now I'm going to build the search. We're under the General tab. This was the default. Now we're going to go to search. I'm sorry, it reminds me I have to save the changes I made on that tab. So I'll click the blue save. Now we go to search. And here I can define it. If I'm doing luxury homes within a particular city, or waterfront properties, or pool homes, I can define all that right here. I can do that, minimum price, bedrooms, baths, square footage, garage spaces, lot size, year built, MLS number, subdivision, zip codes, keywords, and this is where you would put in waterfront, pool, etc. for a specific characteristic or amenity of the property. Listing types, new listings, with photos, with virtual tours, open houses, etc. I want all of it because I'm just doing everything that is active in Conroe, Texas. So I am just going to select Houston Association of Realtors, right there. That will give me all of it. Now, I'm going to go, you'll see the navigation beyond that is at the bottom of the page. So I'm going to select property type, and here we've got single family, condo, rentals, multifamily. I'm going to do single family, condos, and vacant land. That's it. I'm not going to do farms, manufactured homes, vacation rentals. Now that I've done that, I'm going to go to the next gray bar for listing status. I am only going to put actives because I don't want somebody falling in love with something they can't buy. Then I'm going to go by county. Conroe is completely within Montgomery County, isn't that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't think you have to choose a county, but since I know that it's Montgomery County, I am going to do that. If I knew how to spell, this would be quicker. M-O-N-T, I can hardly read this.
Down one more, I just saw it.
One more, there it is, Montgomery. So I select Montgomery County, and then by city. And in this case, I definitely just want to select Conroe. C-O-N, keep going, right? And Comfort, M-N, Conroe. Now, I know because I am a local realtor that some people who list properties in Conroe in the 77384 zip code may not list the city as Conroe. What mightn't they call it?
The Woodlands.
The Woodlands. So, I am also going to select the Woodlands. If I can get there.
If they're not Woodlands proper and that real south where Conroe dips, almost like it's in the Woodlands, but
Yes.
it's technically
Yes.
Conroe, isn't that an MLS violation if you're listing it as the Woodlands?
Well, if you list it in the Woodlands, it has to be in the Woodlands. And it doesn't matter if it's in Spring, Magnolia, Tomball, or Conroe. If it's in the Woodlands, you can list it that way. Was that your question?
I'm just confused on why I understand that some people, like it might, like, where Conroe is real south and dips down, like it's almost in the Woodlands or Spring.
Yes.
You're clicking on the Woodlands here, but if it's in, you're pulling from MLS, right?
Yes.
So you can't list it as the Woodlands proper when it's technically Conroe on MLS, right?
It's within the township of.
Yeah, you can.
But if it's Conroe,
Yes, because you could make the same art. The Woodlands, every home in the Woodlands is technically in a city other than the Woodlands.
right, okay, I got you now.
Okay?
Okay,
So by doing this, I'm going to pick up properties that don't match this other criteria, right? I'm going to pick up some stuff that's not in Conroe.
yeah,
That's just a trade-off you make here. So I'm not recommending that you put the Woodlands on there. I live technically in a Conroe mailing district, but not in the city limits of Conroe. So my mailing address could be Conroe, 77384. But the neighborhood I live in, Windsor Hills, is in where? The Woodlands. So you see, we're very convoluted.
Yeah,
So I'm just trying to pick up both here. I'm gonna save my featured search, because I want more rather than less. I don't want them to say, hey, but that was in the Woodlands, why didn't it show up? So I've saved my featured search, and I've given it a name. I think I just hit saving. Oh, I'm sorry, images. The next navigation tab. So I'm gonna select that. I haven't put any images on the featured search, and I want to do that. So again, I'm going to go back to Google, Google Images, Conroe, and that looks like Bentwater right there. That would be nice. I think I am going to pick up one of these lake photos. There's a nice one. We'll do the iconic, what is that called?
lighthouse.
A lighthouse, thank you. I was just testing you, I knew that. Okay, so I'm going to save image as, go to desktop, lighthouse, save. I'm going to go back here to my featured search, images, and add featured search images. Choose file, lighthouse, caption it, Lake Conroe. So I've chose my file, I've captioned it, and I think I hit upload. There we go. I could upload, it looks like up to 5 photos if I wanted to. I'm gonna save that. And the last thing on this featured search is the SEO fields. This is going to help people randomly searching on the internet to come to land on my landing page. So my title is going to be Homes for Sale, Conroe, Texas. I'm going to put in some keywords. Texas, Remax. I'm going to put in my name. Houston, Lake Conroe. Okay, you can just have a ball with that and just keep going. Meta tag descriptions. What would be a good description?
Lakefront property.
Lakefront property, I like that. Great schools, okay, that's good enough for now. Save featured search. Okay, so we've done it. I'm gonna click the quick action featured searches and just see if we were successful. Looky there, Conroe, Texas. It shows up on the list. Okay,
So now it's pulling from MLS. That's what you said up there.
I sure hope so. Let's check it.
So where does the report come in? Where would you plug that in?
You are so eager. Wait. Well, I appreciate that. I promise we'll get there. That's what we built our neighborhood report. Now we've built our featured search, and I'm going to show you how to put those on the landing page in just a moment. Okay, so it looks like it's pulling. Oh, you know what it is? Because I put the Woodlands. It is pulling properties and it's doing it in order of list price. So I probably shouldn't have done that, because actual Conroe properties aren't going to show up until we get further down the list. And it says it has pulled 1,487 properties on this search. That doesn't really sound right to me. So I do need to narrow that just a little bit.
And why would it flip spring?
Because it's probably been cross-tagged as the Woodlands. That would be my guess. So just real quickly, I'm going to go back into...
One of those, yeah, it is pulling spring as well.
Yeah, so
Because it, yeah.
I'm going to hit the edit button. I'm going to Conroe, Texas on my search. I'm going to hit the edit button. And here I can go back and change that. I'm just going to hit the search field. I'm going to scroll back down to property status by city, And I'm going to take off the Woodlands. I'm kind of curious to see what this does to our results and see if it updates immediately. There we go. I'm going to take that off. Save it. Go to featured searches. Select Conroe. And now we're down to 969 properties. So it did adjust, and look here, look at the featured search. They're all in Conroe. Conroe, Conroe, Conroe. So I think that was the right thing to do. Okay, so I'm going to close that. We have built our neighborhood report. We have built our featured search. There's one other thing that I want us to put on our landing page, and that is a video. And let's do that first. So we're going to do a green screen day in here, I think, next week. So if you're committed to building pages on your website, you might want to come in on the studio day and do a whole bunch of city or neighborhood intros. And we can just put you right here in front of the green screen, and you could simply say, "Hi, my name is Jenny with Remax. Let me introduce you to the amazing city of Conroe, Texas, home to waterfront properties, great schools, and a lifestyle the envy of the nation. Take a look
That was good.
at all the properties available for sale in Conroe, Texas by clicking the link just below this video." And you can do that city after city, neighborhood after neighborhood, right? Okay. So, even though I said you can't do a neighborhood report by neighborhood, as you saw, you can do featured searches by neighborhood. And so you can still have a neighborhoods tab on your website with searches pulled directly from the MLS under that, okay? So I'm going to go to YouTube, since we haven't had Green Screen Studio Day yet, and I haven't made a Conroe introduction video. I'm going to go find one. Here we go. Exit 105, take a ride. I don't want that. The city of Conroe, a dedication. Smoke from an explosion. That wouldn't be appropriate. Police shooting. Shoplifters. Oh my goodness. Boating on Lake Conroe, Texas. You need to pay attention. That's what it says. Hurricane Ike. Boy, I'm not really seeing any good options here. But I'm gonna pretend. Let's go with this first one. The city of Conroe, Texas. Don't actually do this. Pull a video off YouTube if you don't watch the whole thing and make sure it's appropriate. Because we don't know what's going to happen. But we're going to pretend like we've done that. And if this is your video that you've created, you're going to upload it to your YouTube channel and you're going to pull it down using this exact same process. So, we're going to hit the share button under the video. Share. Then another option comes up that wasn't there before that says embed. So we're going to click on embed. And now the embed code is already highlighted. So we're just going to put our cursor there and copy that. So I'm going to do a Command C. All right. So now we're going to go back to our App Center. Select Leadstreet. Now we get to the part of actually putting content on the page. This is what we're here for, right? This is the exciting part. So, back to the App Center. We're going to go to the website section where it says Pages. Follow that link. We're going to scroll down to find our subject page, which in this case is Conroe, and I'm going to click the editing button. That's over to the right. Now this is a little tricky. You would think you could start adding content right here, right? It even says edit up there. Don't believe it. You have to click the edit button. See, this is the insider tips you don't get anywhere else.
Like that you went through all the frustration first.
Yes.
Because we would be losing our mind in a padded room right now.
You just described, yes, what I go through. Like, why isn't this working? Oh, you gotta click the edit button. Okay, gosh, okay. All right, so here's a page we actually can edit.
And by the way, get in the right edit box, because there were two boxes there. There was a
Yes.
header box
Yes.
and then another box.
Yeah,
Get in the right box.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. So, I can go ahead and type in a header here or a title. Well, let me ask you, you say that first one is a header box? Let's click
Yeah.
that first one.
Huh.
Okay, so I'm gonna say welcome to Conroe, Texas. And I might even make that bold. Where's my capital B bold? There it is. And yes, sir.
Frank, when you add heading, just make sure that you format it as a heading so the SEO will pick it up.
I am not seeing,
Where it says normal,
yes,
okay?
there's a drop down menu,
Put heading 1.
heading 1, there
If
we
not,
go.
Google won't pick it up as a heading.
Yeah, thank you. So, welcome to Conroe, Texas. I could even put pipes in here, couldn't I?
Yep.
Oops. Homes for sale. And, a little best practice, your name and phone number. The reason is, if somebody finds this page through SEO, just doing a search for homes for sale Conroe, Texas, the information in this header is what will show up on the first line of the search results. And if it looks interesting to them and your name and phone number are there, they can just call you directly right then. So you want to make it real simple for them to find you. Okay, so I'm going to save this. Now I'm going to click on that second edit button. I'm going to put the cursor on the page where I want the video to appear, but we have no other content, so it's right at the top. And I want my video to be right at the top of the page, because that's going to bring people in. So down at the bottom of this editing box, you'll see where it says HTML. You select that. Then put the cursor back on the page where you want the video, and we're just going to do a paste. Remember, we copied that embed code? That's very exciting right there, isn't it? Hit save. Voila, there it is. So it's on the page. Now, we're going to do more than this, don't we? What about that neighborhood report? Let's go find it. I'm going to go into my email. Because remember we told it to email the report to me?
On those reports, can you change any of the statistics? Like, you know, when you're in other sites, you can pick what statistics you want on there.
Yes.
Like crime reports
Yes.
or anything like that.
Yes. And we did that when we chose the mini reports or all reports.
You just clicked all.
I did all.
Okay.
Yes, but you can absolutely customize that. Which email did it send this to? I'm not seeing the report. Surely it's done by now. Let's go back. Oh, report is ready. See it right here? Client care, your report is ready. Click here. So here we go. Click here. Okay. Okay, see? Information about Conroe, Texas, prepared for buyers and sellers. There's all my contact information. Why it says the answer to your real estate needs, I do not know. That is probably some default motto.
On your signature?
Yes,
Oh my gosh.
yes, I promise I didn't come up with that one. Why it's got my picture twice, I don't need all that.
Yeah, it is. It's on mine too.
Is it? Okay.
And then
We're all the answers.
3. Boy, if you
wow.
if you need your Frank fix, just go to this
Oh my
report.
goodness.
Wow. Okay, so obviously, I need to go back in and fill out in the neighborhood envoy section, because I thought it was gonna pull all of this from my profile, and it hasn't. But I need to put in experience, education, professional associations, and personal information within the report section. And hopefully it will save that for future reports. Okay, there's a little map of Conroe. Neighborhood facts coming up. Neighborhood age breakdown.
And
High
will this
school.
update, or do you have to?
No, this is a static report.
Okay, so you have to go in and manually.
This stuff doesn't change very often, though. I mean, what we're sharing, income levels, population levels, city age breakdown, adult education levels, unemployment levels, school information, school expenditures, public schools for the district, all their contact information, school colors, school type, student-teacher ratio, graduates going to colleges, ACT scores. It doesn't have them for every school, but for some of them it does. So you can see, this is a pretty comprehensive report. So all we're going to do now is go to the top navigation button. This is a PDF. It's also a web address. So we're going to copy the web address. This is answering your question, Rosemary. We've copied it. We're going to go back to our page manager in the apps. I'm going to select edit. Edit our Conroe page. Hit the second edit button.
Oh,
Okay. Now, where do I want this report to appear? For now, I just want it below the video. So I'm going to put my cursor at the end of the video. And I am going to select not create link. I was just tricking you. Not an image. Wait for it. What is this? Paste. I think it's the paste, but I just want to check the other options. Insert date.
and it could be either the link or the PDF right there? Or does it need to be?
They are the same thing. The PDF is the link if you copy it from the URL. And I think that's the only place you can copy it. Okay, so we are going to select paste and cross your fingers. Command V, PDF, and save, and that copied the PDF, which is not what we wanted. So I'm going to go right back here and I'm going to hit create link. I am going to type in the URL to that PDF. I'm going to give it a title, community information, Conroe, Texas. I think it's going to override this pick from pages. So I'm just going to leave that blank and click OK. And it has given us an HTML, which is not what we wanted. Okay. I'm going to look at the big screen for just a moment because I may be missing it on the little screen. Insert a tag. I thought there was an insert a document is what I'm looking for. If you all have your computer open and can see an insert a document, that's what I really want. Insert an image. Edit a table. I'm guessing now, where it says insert an image, I'm going to choose a file. No, that's gonna want a PDF file, which, hold on, I'm not gonna give up just yet. Give me 1 second, think about this. Go back to that report. I've got so many things open right now. Here we go. Here's the PDF report. I am going to go ahead and save it as a PDF to my desktop. Okay. I think this is it. I'm reasonably confident. I'm going back to the page manager, edit, so now we were just at insert an image, weren't we? Insert an image from the gallery. I'm going to choose the file. It's on my desktop, Conroe report. Open. Upload. I did that right, didn't I? Okay. Wait for it. Okay, we're unable to upload your image. It's not in an acceptable format. Okay. Now I'm disappointed. Because I'm out of options. And I'm going to have to call them back. So I apologize. I thought I knew how to do it, but I didn't. So can I show you one other thing that I do know how to do? Okay. And that is going to be, how do we insert the featured search on the page? Okay? So we're going to go back to the featured search for Conroe. I'm going to open it up. And you'll see that it is also, it has its own unique address right there. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go back to the page manager. I'm going to open the edit button. Click the second one. And here we hit insert link right from the middle of the WYSIWYG. We type in the URL. I'm just going to click OK. Now, here we have, I'm going to save this and see what it looks like. And then I'm going to show you how to personalize it. I just want to make sure it works. So if I click on that, it does take me to the Conroe search. That's what we want. So let's go back. This is the answer to your question, Rosemary. I'm going to customize that now so it doesn't look so gnarly. So I'm going to come in here and copy. Well, let's go back to edit again. I'm going to copy that link. And I am going to turn it into a click here to see all homes for sale in Conroe, Texas. So, and I think I do that under, no, this is not a tag. This is, create that link, so I'm going to go back to it. I'm going to put that back in, that URL. But I'm going to give it a title. Click here to see all homes for sale in Conroe, Texas. All right? Cross your fingers. Oh, man.
Frank, don't know if it helps, but the way I do it is I just write it on the page and then I highlight it and insert the URL.
Let's try it. So I'm going to get to a place on the page right here. Click here to see all homes for sale in Conroe, Texas. Put some space between those two. Highlight. Insert link. Copy the URL. We won't give it a title this time. Let's save it. Okay, so now we have a click here, and it looks like it's active. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Because that would have been 2 strikes, and that's just one away from having to go back to the dugout. So, thank you.
You're welcome.
So now we have we have our cities page right here. We're on the website. If we come down and select Conroe, we have 2 things here. 3 things. We now have our header image, which is SEO friendly. We have our YouTube embedded video, and we have a link. Click here to see all homes for sale in Conroe, Texas. So the only thing we're missing is this neighborhood report, which we could do just exactly the same thing with that. However, it is possible, they told me this morning, to actually embed this as the PDF so that the report shows up. And that's what didn't work. So I will figure that out. And I'll go back and I'll edit this video and put those instructions in there, okay? All right, that's really it. Those are the features that I wanted to show you about building your landing pages. So you know how to build your custom navigation buttons, how to create a page, and then how to create content for the page. At a minimum, a video and a featured search. Okay, any questions about that?
Everything is so easy.
Everything. So,
Until you go to do it.
Yeah.
Then you can't remember what stuff.
Yes.
Right,
Oh
and
my
it's like,
God.
what?
okay, so I will get that figured out. I'm gonna go call them back right now. I'll get that figured out. I will retape it. I'll insert that appropriately into the video, and I'll get it uploaded this afternoon, okay? So if you want to walk through this step by step watching the YouTube video, you should be able to do that tonight. Okay?
Okay.
No other questions?
I do have a quick one.
Yes.
Can you embed the searches on the page, like without having to link it back to another
No.
page? Okay.
And I'm sad to say that. I thought that was one of the coolest things of our old Reliance sites. But no, they were very clear to me, this is the only way you can do it. Okay?
You think they'll change that?
You know, they have so many things on their to-do list right now.
Yeah.
How many of y'all went to convention? I know Rosemarie was there. Anybody else? Yeah, they did a lot of apologizing, including the president of RE/MAX.
They need to.
A lot. He
This is
started
really crummy.
at the broker owner meeting. He stood before all the Texas broker owners, and the first words out of his mouth were, "I know there's an elephant in the room here, and I just want to apologize."
That was smart.
Yeah. So I think they are going to work out the bugs. How quickly they're going to add features like that, I don't know. Remains to be seen. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Fran.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You know how our old site, when people went in and they wanted to save their searches, can they do that